It's week 2 of the National Football League.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet it before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry.
And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Tua. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. That one a first down pickup of 8. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Tua now on first down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. And his pass incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Juju Smith-Schuster. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And this would be his 2nd NFL start. Last week was about what you'd expect to see from a rookie quarterback. Had some good moments, but not enough to lead his guys to victory. Now we'll have to see how he handles adversity because on the college level, he didn't lose a whole lot of games.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
But hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
brought down by Martin Emerson. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Buenos Aires...
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You get the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
Out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Here's Tua. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Jordan Fuller there to take him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. When you look at this defense, they sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On 2nd down, Tua. Man open left side, it's Williams. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Third down and 10.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
Tua sets up to pass it. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
On for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Jake Moody now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Kamara up the middle. He stiff-arms him and bulldozing his way through. It's a gain of 13 and the Bengals have a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So he stopped for no gain, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 46.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Man in motion left, Mingo. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point try now for Moody. And that makes it 14-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. Themselves out.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Tua now on first down. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. Tua going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. Pacheco gets it up the gut. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career of this rookie quarterback. His guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
They'll look to throw again. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 21 yards away. And the Blues will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now, as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best happens up in Pittsburgh. A big one for the Steelers as they get set to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. The Colts looking good to start the year. They go to 2-0 with a road victory. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the New York Jets and the Las Vegas Raiders.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Now, this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort. Turn it into a successful play.
Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Buenos Aires first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack. But the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Under pressure, they got him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. A little short pass. This is Everett. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll find Everett there, complete. That's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Going to the air, Tagovailoa escaping the pressure right. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll look to throw now on first down. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 48-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Tackled at the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on 3rd down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Blues have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Now Moody for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
The extra point try now for Moody. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Tua going to throw. Caught left side, Williams. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, Tagovailoa. They'll get this out to Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
2nd and 6.
At the 19-yard line.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Downfield. Offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Williams, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Escapes the defender. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He was defended by Martin Emerson.
Back to throw here. Smith and Jigba with a grab. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. A 7-yard gain on the play.
And here's a give to Spears. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10.
A busy night continues for Kamara. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Now 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Williams with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit.
The Bengals
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line, a 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll set up to throw. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now back to throw. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the turnover, it's Tua. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Tua. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Williams finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Boy, start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Back to throw.
That one's taken in by Spears.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Pass complete, Samuel.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
He'll drop to throw.
Finding Samuel.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. Oh, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good for him.
Tua's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they've planned for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in front formation. Fake it. That's another way to get it done.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll get
this to the 32. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
A give right side for Pacheco. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Third down and 13. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Brown now is the punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On first down, Tagovailoa. And this is incomplete. This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Sam Martin now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
They'll look to throw here. Addison hauls it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Running left to give to Pacheco.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Pacheco.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
127 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody.
This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on.
Bengals.